What I would do if I was a DJ about to start my career from scratch in 2023. First up, I'd go ghost. And I mean, I would just disappear for a little bit, find the thing that I love, and I would learn absolutely everything I can about it. The best thing about doing this off radar is that there's no pressure. You don't have to worry about presenting a finished product to a market. You got time to learn and be creative without judgment in this period. Okay, so the way I think of this is imagine you're Steve Jobs. You're not gonna go to the market with the idea of an iPhone. You're gonna go to the market with the fucking iPhone finished. It's more than just an idea. And this is what I like to think of when you're doing any of this. And I see this all too often, especially in DJs or producers starting out, is, they've made the Instagram, they've, made this, made that, all the social accounts before they've actually done anything. And then, they're trying to get follows and trying to get interaction that way through people when it's like, okay, there's actually nothing here to show. So I think that's mistake number one, is not actually allowing yourself to first have something to go to the market with. Because if you think about it, the first iPhone that was released, that was far from perfect. At the time of this recording, we're up to iPhone 14. It's something that is continually evolving, and that's the exact same way I like to look at my career. It's like, okay, it's not perfect when I went to market, and it's definitely not where I want it to be now either. And it's gonna be something that's continually growing. So I think the best way to look at this as your DJ career is it's an infinite game. It's gonna continually get better and better, but you have to start with something. So that's where it comes into play that's where I'd go ghost for 90 days. If you can go 90 days and you do 90 minutes per day, focused in on that one thing, I guarantee you are gonna be in an exponentially different position within those 90 days just from that focus. So now we have this concept, we've spent our 90 minutes a day for 90 days, we've put together this thing, we go out into the world, and this is where we can get feedback. And the best thing about feedback is potentially before, when you're sending feedback on music or anything, at least this is what I experienced, my friends would be like, yeah, this is really cool, or yeah, this is dope. And you're not actually getting accurate feedback because you're probably, sending it to people within your circle that aren't gonna give you the harsh honesty of it. So I found for me, once I started launching my projects into the public space, that's when it's like, okay, I'm getting genuine feedback here. Sure, there's a lot of feedback out there, but through that, there was often something that resonated and hit, and it might have already aligned with something I thought, like, oh, the bass isn't punching through on this mix, or whatever it might be, or it could be in the DJ context of like, oh, this didn't work with this, or, there's a multitude of things that could do, but this is the best way to learn, because now what we can do is we can get that feedback in real time, implement, adapt, and overcome that. And now that we've got this whole data set of stuff, because we've already spent the time developing the skill, it's not hard to then pivot and improve on this point. Whereas before, if we just launched without having, say, that 90-day period to really hone in on the craft, it could be quite discouraging. But it's like, you gotta be in a state of constantly ready to learn and constantly evolve. And I believe that is gonna be the thing that's gonna take your DJ career or music production career to that next level.